Hello everyone, Andrew here, also known as Technical Minecraft, and this week I'm going to be showing you how to make the Ultimate Defense Station. Now it has 3 separate modules on it, or 4 if you count the main one. So this first one basically detects which pressure plate you're on and activates one of these dispensers accordingly. I'm going to go ahead and press this arming switch right here, which will arm the machine. So then if we step back, as you can see, it shoots arrows wherever I stand. And now I can go ahead and stand clear, and then disarm it, and then it'll stop. The second one right here puts up this glass barricade that protects you from anything in the outside world. And finally, for when you need to reload while you're down here and don't want to meticulously put arrows in each one of these dispensers, you have this switch right here, which basically activates a reloading system. So this hopper minecart will take arrows from this barrel right here and then put them into these dispensers. So I'm going to be showing you how to build this step by step and why exactly it works, and we're going to be starting off with the first system that tracks player movement. Now this can be extended further than 5 blocks, but for example's sake it's just going to be 5 blocks. So you're going to start off with 5 like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put stone pressure plates on each one of them. It doesn't have to be stone, but I think stone works better. Then place pistons, sticky pistons, right here, all along this area right here. Then place observers facing this direction right here, so their face is looking directly out. So as you can see, already this works. If I stand on these pressure plates, depending on which pressure plate I'm standing on, the observers will activate. And finally, to end this off, just place observers like this, facing this way. Now, when observers face each other, they make what's called an observer clock. So if I could just demonstrate that right here, an observer clock. So as you can see, it constantly pulses on and off, hence why it's a clock. So when this observer is moved up to this observer, it'll constantly give out a pulse, and I can demonstrate that with F5 mode. As you can see, they are giving out pulses constantly. So that's what we're going to be using to activate our dispensers right here. And these are our dispensers, and this is the first part of our system. Now for the next system, we're going to have this pop-out shield right here. So for this, we're just going to need a row of double piston extenders and have sticky blocks on their faces. Now the thing about sticky blocks is they will of course stick to any block that's touching them, like glass, except for glazed terracotta and obsidian. But for this we're going to be using glazed terracotta, so that basically makes it so it doesn't carry the floor along with it while it's extending and retracting. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the glazed terracotta right here and right here, along with just another row of smooth stone right here. This isn't necessary, but it just kind of gives the example of a floor. Then you can go down here and place your 2 sticky pistons right here. Alright, so then you just keep on placing a row of these sticky pistons like this. Most of this machine is tileable, which means most of this machine is just made up of modules that can be stacked on top of one another. So to start off with these double piston extenders, you're just going to want to place blocks beneath every single piston, and then place blocks like this, diagonal to the blocks you just placed right here. And then on each one of these blocks, place a repeater with 3 ticks. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not 3 ticks, that's 4 ticks. This is 3 ticks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you place observers facing up like this, with blocks like this. And on top of these blocks, you place repeaters like this. Then you place blocks like this right behind these repeaters right here, along with a row of redstone dust on top of these blocks. And then on top of this redstone dust, place another row of blocks. I know this will seem much more simple later on. And then you place a redstone row right there. Then finally, you place a row of blocks like this, another row of blocks like this, place redstone on these blocks, and place repeaters on these blocks. So hopefully this should be it. As you can see, if we activate it like this, it'll extend, good, and it will retract. That's exactly what we want. So just make a little note of how it works, because this is tileable. Go ahead and pause the video right here and screenshot or do whatever you need to do to just figure out how to build this. So next we need to connect this entire machine right here to a redstone lever like this. So to do that, we're going to have a block like this, along with a lever right here, with a block under it, 1 block over, and then place a redstone dust like this, place a block going down, and then place a line like this. Then place 2 blocks, 1 right here, 1 right here, break these bottom blocks because they're unnecessary, put a repeater, put 1 more block right there, and then put redstone dust all along this. And this connects the entire thing up to this lever right here, Yeah, we're going to figure out how to disarm that so it won't make that annoying sound. But as you can see, we flip it on, it extends, and if we flip it off, it retracts. So now we just need to place our glass and honey blocks and slime blocks. Now, honey blocks and slime blocks do not stick together, and this is very important. So you just place a slime block like this, or not one slime block like that, another one like this, another like this. Make sure you have alternating patterns of honey and slime blocks like this. Then place glass on top of the entire thing, and you're golden. Now you have your blast shield that will protect you from incoming arrows. Alright, so the next system basically just disarms this machine. So what happens is we need to disrupt this circuit at some point. So I've chosen to disrupt it at the pistons right here. So we're going to have a lever that does that. So just place a lever on this block, place a block going, I can't place it. Alright, place a block going out like this, a few blocks going this way, and blocks right here with sticky pistons like this. Keep on going like this and like this. Alright, you can break this original block now, it doesn't really matter, and then just place redstone dust along here, and you have it. Let me just get my redstone dust. And as you can see, this redstone dust will connect to every single one of the sticky pistons. Now, what I like to do is make it more versatile. So just add a bus right here to give it some extra signal strength, so if you want to tack on more modules at the end here, you can. So just add a repeater. I keep on putting stuff in my inventory. Here, just add a repeater like this. And now you have your disarming module right here. So you can go in. As you can see, if you turn it off, the pistons will retract, making the machine not work. And if you turn it back on, the pistons will extend, making the machine work. What I will say though, is if one piston is extended, and then you try and retract it, it will not retract, because extended pistons cannot be pushed or pulled. So just make sure you stand on this block right here and not on any of these pressure plates. Alright, so this next system right here is the reloading system. So you activate this lever, the minecart starts going across, putting arrows or fireballs or whatever you want to put in these dispensers right here. You can then turn that off and the minecart will go back. So to do that, you just have a block right here with an input. Then you go ahead and place hoppers all along these dispensers right here. Then you go ahead and place a redstone torch right here with a block on top of that, with a redstone torch right here. And if you guys haven't seen my last video, this is what's called a torch tower, and it basically just buses the signal directly up. Then you place a block right here, and a block right here, with a powered rail on this. And then you put a normal rail right here, it must be a normal rail. Then place powered rails like so, along with a block at the end right here. And on top of one of these powered rails right here, go ahead and place a redstone block. And on top of this, place a barrel like this. And this should be your entire system. So if I can grab a minecart with a hopper, and I'm going to go ahead and put all of this in my inventory and grab a bunch of arrows. So if I take these arrows and I put them in the barrel, this hopper minecart will start absorbing them, as you can see. And if we want to, we can go ahead and load up all these dispensers once this minecart with a hopper is done loading up. We don't have to wait for it to be done though, so we just activate this, and this powered rail activates right here, which starts this chain. And as you can see, it's loading the arrows into the dispensers like this. And if we stop this, this powered rail will turn off, which will cause this minecart to collide with this block right here, which will stop the cycle. And as you can see, it works. So then it will absorb more arrows like this, and the cycle will continue. Alright guys, so just to review, this is your arming switch. You can flip this switch to arm your machine. This is your blast shield switch. You can flip this switch to protect yourself with a wall, like so. This is your loading switch. You can use this and keep it on for an extended amount of time to load up all your dispensers right here. You can turn it off to stop that annoying noise, and you're good to go. So then you just stand back here, and the arrows follow wherever you're going. Alright guys, I am Technical Minecraft, also known as Andrew, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make the ultimate defense station right here. If you want another tutorial like this, or if you want to vote on what I do next, you can go to my Instagram at technical_Minecraft, where you can vote on what I do next and see this tutorial but in a different way with more diagrams, pictures, words, things of that nature. So I highly recommend checking out my Instagram after this video. I will leave a link to that in the description. Other than that, see you guys next week.